Hello and welcome back to IXL Tutorials. This is Mr. Duffick, and today we are doing IXL N11, which is Properties of Kites. So remember, kites are quadrilaterals that have two sets of congruent sides that are adjacent. And that just means that we have a side right here and a side right here that are both one tick mark, so they're congruent, right? They're the same length, and they are going to touch. They're going to be right next to each other. Other shapes we've seen, like parallelograms, the opposite sides are going to be the same. Well, for kites, the sides that are adjacent or together or touching, those are going to be the same. Okay, so we have one set over here, and then we have another set over here that are the same. All right, that's what a kite is going to be. So it's important to note that the opposite angles do not have to be the same when it comes to the angles between the two congruent sides, but the opposite angles in regards to where the different sides meet up, so the one tick mark and the two tick mark over here, these are going to be the same. Okay, because we have one tick mark, two tick mark, one tick mark, two tick mark. So these are going to be the same lengths, right? They're going to add up basically to the same thing. So these angles are going to be the same, whereas the one and the one and the two and the two, whatever angles are between these are probably not going to be the same. So this one is saying that our quadrilateral is a kite, and what is the measure for angle F? So what is F down here going to equal? Okay, so we know that D and F are going to equal the same thing. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to just write it in X. Okay, all four angles have to add up to 360, so we'll go 121 plus X plus 129 plus X equals 360. Okay, now we'll combine like terms. 121 plus 129 is going to be 250. X plus X is 2X. And that's going to equal 360. Okay, we will subtract 250 from both sides. And that is going to leave us with 2X equals 110. Now to get the x by itself, you're going to divide both sides by 2. So we're left with x equals 55. Okay, so each of these sides is going to be 55, meaning f is going to be 55. Okay, so again, we have a kite. What is the measure for angle B? Well, all four have to add up to 360. So you're going to go 90 plus 100 plus x, and you set equal to 360 and just solve your way from there. You don't have to write it out algebraically if you can do it all in your head. I would encourage you to write it out algebraically if that's going to help, but you don't have to. Since 90 plus 100 is 190, that just leaves these two to add up to 170. So if you take half of 170, that's going to be 85 degrees. And so angle B is going to be 85 degrees. Okay. And this is just the same kind of problem, right? The opposite angles here do not have to match up, but F and D do have to match up. So you're just going to add all four of them together, make Fx and then dx as well, and same deal. So we're going to jump all the way to 82. And now we have a kite that have diagonals in it, and it says, what is the length of RS right there? And so what we're going to do with this is we know, since these are diagonals right here, that they are going to form 90-degree angles, right? They're perpendicular lines. So if this is a 90-degree angle, and I guess I should start to draw. Like this. We know that this triangle right here is going to be a right triangle, right? Meaning we can use Pythagorean Theorem to figure out what this side is. So we can make this A, this longer leg B, and then the hypotenuse is always C. The diagonal side that is the opposite of where the angle is, that is going to be C, always. A and B don't really matter so much. So Pythagorean Theorem is A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So we'll do 48 squared plus B squared and set that equal to 80 squared. And so from here, we are just going to come up with our numbers. So 48 squared, or 48 times 48, is going to be 2,304. We don't know anything about b yet, so we're going to leave it as b squared, and then equals 80 squared. 80 times 80 is going to be 600, or 6,400. Okay, now to get b squared by itself, we're going to subtract 2,304 from this side and this side. So we have b squared equals 6,400 subtracted by 2,304 is going to equal 4,096. Okay, so now we just need to find the square root of 4,096. So we'll square root both sides. The square root of b squared is b, and then the square root of 4,096, 64. So therefore, b, our length here, is going to be 64, so rs is going to be 64. Okay, quadrilateral is a kite. What is rs? Okay, same problem here. We have one leg here, so a squared plus b squared equals c squared, and then move your way from there. And it will not let me jump any further, so I'm going to end the video here then. So stay safe, take care, study hard, and I will catch you for the next IXL tutorial video. Goodbye.